This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the McDonald's Big Mac. I bought this thing for €4.49, and this is going to be opposed to the other consumption processes of mine regarding the Big Mac, a sober consumption process, so I actually will remember what it is like afterwards. Now, I bought only this. I usually do not go for the fries because McDonald's fries usually are not all that great, and the soft drinks never really hold up all that well in my backpack when I ride this home on my motorcycle. So yeah, just the burger right here. Let us open this up a little bit. There was quite a bit of traffic in McDonald's. I was surprised, but then again it was about 20 to 1 at noon, so that is to be expected. I got napkins as well, which is nice for a change. We can see that well, the patty isn't really put on it properly. The patty isn't really all that warm either. You would expect it to be a bit more hot than this. The cheese is, I guess, fine-ish. The lettuce is fine as well. We've got that Big Mac sauce right here. What is it called? A Thousand Island dressing. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's wipe this off on the bun. And then we've got another patty, which also seems to be smaller than it used to be. But maybe that is just my drunken memory speaking right here. So yeah, the bun on the very top right here, it is a lot more matte than it is glossy or shiny. That's something I didn't expect. Usually those burger buns are quite shiny. This one here is not. Let's go for a little cross section as well. But then again, we kind of did that already. But I think a cross section always looks nice. Maybe I should start using them in the thumbnails. I never do. Really give that point away. Looks okay, I would say. Yeah. McDonald's Big Mac is going in. Okay, the first bite, it was quite dry, not too much sauce on the sides there. And also the meat. When you look at the pictures, like, it doesn't really look like the meat is so small. It's quite thin, it's quite dry, and it's too small. Very interesting. Let's go for a second bite now from the middle. Maybe we've got a bit more sauce on here. It certainly looks like it. Yes, the second bite was a lot better. A lot more juicy, I would say. Not really juicy, but the sauce really added some moisture to it, because the patty itself seems to be quite dry. Actually, here on the side there is nothing but patty and bread and a bit of lettuce, but that's not really going to cut it moisture-wise. Alright, I'm going to finish off this half, and then we're going to take a closer look at that remaining one. Okay, let us take a closer look at the remaining stuff right here. So the top is, of course, nothing was on there, we saw that previously. But I want to take a closer look at that patty, because you can see right here it is rather thin, not even about half a finger wide, about half of my finger wide. And you can see right here when we kind of squeeze it, like there's not much coming out from it. This is just water. This doesn't seem to be all that flavorful either. It does look different in the pictures, and there isn't much taste to it at all. Yeah, it feels like this is just ground beef pressed into a patty shape. It doesn't taste like there is anything in regards of spices in it. It just tasted a bit of that sauce and a pretty bland beef flavor regarding the meat. Uneventful. I wouldn't call it exciting at all. When we take a look at the rest of the stuff that's on here, we've got those onion pieces. Maybe I should... I do not want to get the camera too dirty with my little greasy fingers now. Looks-wise, it's like fine. We've got lettuce pieces right here. We've got... is this... Yeah, this is lettuce. Is this lettuce or is this onion? I don't know, but I definitely tasted some onion pieces. I think those were onion pieces. And some, you can see right here, I assume those are pickle pieces. I haven't really seen a whole pickle on here, but yeah. Pickle pieces, ground pickle, I think it is, that's on here. Down here, more lettuce. I think there are onion pieces on here. Now that I do not see any distinctive onion pieces, I'm kind of doubting myself here. Tasted like it. I don't know. But we've got the cheese right here, that's alright. Not as melted as it could be, so the patty it doesn't seem like it was as hot as it should have been from the beginning, so I do not know what it is. Like, I did have that with Burger King the other day, or one of the last times that I've went there for a review, but I hope that this is going to be an isolated case. Yeah, maybe they were just not ready for that rush of people. It wasn't that many people, and the orders weren't big either, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll finish off the last half now, well, the other half, and I'll be back with you and the review sheet in just a second. The consumption process is complete and we are ready to rate the Big Mac from McDonald's. First impression wise, what shall I give? I should give half a point, just because it did look a bit sad. Like many of the burgers and fast food items I did take a look at in the last few days, weeks, months. I do not know what it is exactly. It's almost like the people that assemble them do not really take pride in their work. I do not know if that is too common or not in the fast food industry, but usually these things nowadays seem to be looking not so great. Previously, last year for example, they did look better. I do not know what it is right now. The things aren't even centered on them anymore. And also the meat patty on them, it did look too small with the first glance you gave it. Like, weird, a bit weird. Color-wise, I've got nothing to complain. Cheese looked fine, bread looked fine. It wasn't glossy, but that's not an issue for me. Certainly color-wise, everything looked alright. So did the meat. Consistency and texture-wise, 1 point, because it's been fine, but it has been too dry, and the consistency of that meat patty when you bite into it, it's just dry. It's not thick enough. It's too dry. It's completely uneventful. The rest of the burger itself, the bread is uneventful. The lettuce is nice and crunchy, but I think this is really it when it comes to the excitement of this thing, when it comes to consistency and texture of this item. Taste-wise, I'll give it 3 points. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Like I said, the biggest thing that disappointed me was certainly the meat patty, which is too dry, it is too thin, it is too small, it is not, it doesn't taste like it's been seasoned at all. The only thing that you could call seasoning of this entire thing is the sauce, and that wasn't even distributed properly on this thing, and there wasn't enough of it as well. Like, overall it's just disappointing, I think. Therefore I can't really give all too many points. 3 out of 5 is, I think, alright for this thing though, regarding everything. Theme realization wise, I guess it is the Big Mac. Like, I can't really say all that much about it. It's a known name. They put like 2 patties on it, like a half bun in between. It is what it is, and that I think they did fine, but it didn't really look as it did in the picture. But again, yeah. 6.5 out of 10 is therefore the final rating of the McDonald's Big Mac. And this is, I think, where we're going to end this video. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.